But nonetheless, Garrett Wilson was a finalist. Kenneth Walker Jr. from the Seahawks, the running back, was a finalist, which rightfully so. But the shocker is how Brock Purdy could come in and start 6 games. Although he did look good, but if you start 6, I mean, if you think about Pierce, the running back for the Texans, he got hurt, and that took him out of the race.
Mm-hmm.
So how is it different for a guy to only play 6 games and he be a finalist for Rookie of the Year? Speak on that.
What I see, my thing.
Recency bias. That's all it is.
I don't even think it's that. I think it's the. Go ahead.
No, my bad. Go.
I told my homeboy this, and you see this a lot more recently, like more often when it comes down to sports, is these regular season awards are being handed out based off playoff success as well. So that's the only reason why I think Brock Purdy is even in the running, is because of the playoff success. And that's unacceptable because it's a regular season award. It's what you did in the regular season. If you didn't even play half of the games in the regular season, you cannot. There's literally, that is the biggest criteria as to why you can throw 2,000 yards in the 6 games that you start, 20 touchdowns, no picks, but you did not play in an entirety of a season.
Well, I mean, if you did something that spectacular in 6 games, then I will understand it. But he just came in and played good. You know,
I think it's this, right? Brock Purdy and we've seen this against the Cowboys. You got pressure on you. You're an average QB, my brother. You're an average QB. I've seen a 5-minute compilation video of interceptable balls that he threw, that the defense that the defense just dropped.
Yeah,
it's
a reason why all the professionals evaluated all the quarterbacks coming out of his draft and decided not to take him in none of the rounds until the last round. You know what I mean? So I'm
Shanahan.
You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly, man. He got a lot going for him right now, and who knows? It might make or break his career. This might turn him into a Pro Bowl quarterback by falling in the right hands. Kyle Shanahan with the right team around him. Who knows? I mean, so I still be rooting for him, but he should not be.
You can say that,
Rookie of the Year finalist.
You can say that, but definitely look at Tom Brady. He was drafted late. And developed into something, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you know,
everybody can't beat Brady.
Nothing Tom Brady did at the combine or at Michigan would lead you to believe he was going to be good either.
Nah.
I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm just saying he's nothing spectacular.
I think what they did for Brock Purdy is they said, okay, in those 6 games he had 1,400 yards, almost 13 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, and then said if you put that throughout, if you multiply that for the whole season, he'd be right there with, you know, whatever. I think they gave him some.
I agree with him.
They gave him some love that they wouldn't give anybody else.
Yeah, they definitely did, and you can't take that approach where, well, if he played all 18 games at this rate, then this probably what would be his numbers. And therefore, you can't do that, because then you got to take every game, every other rookie miss, and say, well, if he would have played in this game, he would have had those 2 picks. You know what I mean? Like you can't really do that.
But let me ask you this: what's the difference between the rookies that got hurt and Brock Purdy?
Okay, they're quarterback. Brock Purdy is a quarterback, number one. All right, that's an obvious one. The other obvious one is that he's European American. All right, that's the obvious one, and we know quarterback is a coveted position in the NFL, and we know European American is a coveted.
They want to give every award to a quarterback, even Defensive Player of the Year. Like,
yeah, they want to,
for real.
They want it. If they could, they would.
So you know what I'm saying? That you got to look at that.
Yeah,
you got to look at the fact that he's a quarterback.
And that's and I hate that so much, man, because these running backs, we talking about somebody who's getting contact every single down. Every single down. So even if you don't have film on me, you have a chance to put pads on me. You get what I mean?
Yeah. Mike Evers said most of these players draft stock based on how much their agents pay Mel Kiper.
Hey, real. Mel Kiper let Happy's hanging on.
Yeah, but go ahead.
So if we take out Brock Purdy, what third rookie would be in that offensive rookie?
I would have Pickens.
I don't care if we only seen him for an hour. Breece Hall.
Yeah. Breece Hall was.
I forgot he got hurt.
You had two rookie running backs. You had Pierce and Breece Hall get hurt. But look, Pickens was balling. Let me pull up.
I'm not man. I'm not taking anything away from Pickens. I'm just saying we didn't get to see enough because of the quarterback situation. And when Kenny Pickett, his first two starts, they was blitzing the hell out of him. He couldn't even get the ball to him. So Kenny Pickett, he really came along probably like week 10. You get what I mean?
The problem with Pickens is him and Pickett names sound alike. So when you say one and they both rookies, it's still people gonna automatically be like, no, they think you're talking about the quarterback because they think you're talking about the quarterback.
Oh yeah, George Pickens and Kenny Pickett.
Look at Bird. Look at Bird. Why we ain't at work? Bird, why you watching us at work?
That's a better.
Hey, better be on that lunch break, player.
Hey, Bird, I'm minding my disabled business, man.
Keyword disabled.
And Lamar brought in Isaiah Pacheco. I think he came on too late.
I was just about to say he blossomed too late because there was y'all had a terrible running back room situation too.
It wasn't terrible.
Oh my goodness, guys.
It wasn't terrible.
Not terrible, but
the right guard from Seattle. He's a rookie.
Oh,
they're not gonna give it to him. They're not gonna give it to him. No lineman.
I'm throwing love to the O-line. This man allowed Geno to break a franchise record in the NFC West.
Mute your mic.
Okay.
In the NFC West. So he's seen Bosa twice. You get what I mean? He's seen who else is in that division? Seattle, San Fran. You seen Aaron Donald twice?
Oh, they didn't see Aaron Donald twice.
You did see Aaron Donald twice.
No, they didn't. Aaron Donald was hurt.
In Seattle?
Yeah, he was hurt most of the season. He been out.
Oh, well, but you know what I'm saying? Right guard, man. He allowed Geno to break a franchise record. Like,
yeah.
I would agree,
Lamar.
Before Purdy.
Like,
but who do y'all think should win it though?
They're going to give it to Purdy, and it's going to make me. It's going to make me mad. It's going to make me mad as hell.
He was just
Garrett Wilson should win it.
So explosive, man.
Garrett Wilson should win it, but I can see the NFL giving it to Purdy.
It's messed up, man. They really don't show O-line no love because, like I said, dude from Seattle.
It's the dirty work, man. It's not pretty. It's not sexy.
Ike Ekwonu from the Panthers left tackle. He didn't allow. He allowed the sack. His last sack was week 2, and then he allowed the sack week 13 or 14 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And we talking about a rookie. Man, O-line need more deserved respect, man. They need to be shouted out.
They don't.
Need to be put in these offensive runnings and stuff like. They need to be awarded, man.
What they don't get in awards, they make up in money. If you good, you get paid.
Somebody got to get the short end of the stick, though, man. Like Chris said, man, they do the dirty work, man. Like
everything moves through them.
Yeah, I mean, when you making love, man, the feet the last thing to get attention. You know, it just what it is. I mean, you gonna show some love to the ear lobe, the back of the ear, the neck. You know what I mean? Lips. You know, you go kiss everything. You go. Yeah, you know all the other hot spots. Feet. But feet, I mean, that's the last. Hey, that's the last, and the dirty
elbow.
Work, like the feet, the first thing that hit the floor when you get out the bed, man. Like you got to show your feet appreciation, but that's the last thing we appreciate, man. So that's the same thing with O-line, man.
Where do you come up with this shit, bro?
I like that analogy.
No, don't like that analogy. like the
I feel like he got
bottom up, baby. He started.
I feel like Mel got a bulletin board behind his computer. He just go through and put analogies on it every day. Oh, this is nice. This fire. I'm gonna use this one somehow.
He said, "Don't like it."
I don't like that because it's gonna make him come up with another one.
No, man, y'all know y'all like it. Don't even front, man.
I mean, it was decent.